So if today is Lundi Gras, and lundi is French for Monday, that means lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche, which makes tomorrow mardi, which means tomorrow's Mardi Gras. Hold up, before we get too excited, just a public service announcement. Mardi Gras is one of those things that's supposed to be totally amazingly awesome, but sometimes it really sucks. There are definite pros and cons to Mardi Gras. But before we get into that, I would like to give a history lesson of Mardi Gras that I know because I live in New Orleans and looked it up on Wikipedia on my phone. Mardi Gras is basically, they call it Fat Tuesday, and it's kind of the last chance you get to indulge yourself in food or liquor or whatever indulgences you want to do before Lent starts. And Lent is the Christian holiday where you give up something for 40 days and 40 nights, like Jesus walking through the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. Well, you give something up because, you know, you're Christian and that's what you do. Mardi Gras is kind of like the last hurrah for that. What am I giving up for Lent? I am actually not giving up anything. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give someone a compliment every day for the day of Lent. I'll do my best to not get any doubles, and they'll be genuine compliments. So if you get a text from me, I had to think really hard of what to say to compliment you, because frankly I don't like anything about anyone. So the pros and cons of Mardi Gras. So we'll start off with a low note and we'll get high. So first off, con. Tourists. Tourists from all over the country and all over the world come to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and they are just the worst. They don't know how to drive. They say "Nolans" all the time. They think it's okay. They think because they're in New Orleans they can just let loose and be crazy and take off their shirts for beads. And they're just awful. And they don't know how to drive. Apparently, see, I thought driving was a universal concept, but apparently in New Orleans we're the only place that drives cars on roads. Pro. King cake. King cake is so good. It's actually, I would probably say, king cake is one of the best parts about Mardi Gras. It's a cake, and they have a baby in it, not a real baby, a plastic baby, but they don't put them in the cakes anymore because two people choked on them because they were too stupid to, you know, realize, hey, I'm eating a plastic baby, to not eat it. But when you put the baby in the cake, and then whoever's eating that cake and they get the baby, they have to give the next king cake. They usually do it in schools and stuff, and parties and offices and all that other stuff. But it's so good. And king cake is good, but king cake is especially good when it's filled with something like cream cheese or some kind of fruit. Oh, it's so good. And there's a restaurant here that has king cake cheesecake. It's so good. Con. Traffic. During Mardi Gras, and not just Mardi Gras Day, I'm talking about Mardi Gras season, we have traffic all over the city because there are parades going everywhere. We have uptown, downtown, mid-city, factory district, Metairie, Harahan. Parades are everywhere, so because of that, roads get closed at like the worst times. Like the last few times I've gone uptown or downtown to do something, it was a pain in the ass to get home because all of these roads were closed off. I don't know why they were closed off. The parades were over, but they were still closed off, and I had to figure out some new way to get home. It's terrible. I hate parade traffic. Everyone here hates parade traffic. If you're from, you know you're a true New Orleanian if you hate parade traffic. Pro. And this is actually the big one. Mardi Gras, for the most part, is actually pretty fun. You go to parades with your friends, you have a few drinks, or more, or a lot, to the point that you steal an alien. I think that's a story for another video. Yeah. But Mardi Gras is a lot of fun. You go out with your friends, you catch beads. I even caught a Boba Fett bead from the Crew Chewbacca's parade, which that's the only parade I've been to so far. But I'm going out for Mardi Gras Day parade. It's going to be fun. Hope to see y'all out there. If you've been to Mardi Gras, or you're going to Mardi Gras, or you just want to ask a question about Mardi Gras, let me know in the comments. You can get me on Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to my channel so we can geek out some more. But until then, have fun and have a safe Mardi Gras.